With both axles rebuilt and re-geared, it's time to finish the drivetrain on the Tacoma, for now. The clutch is slipping, the throwout bearing is chattering, the shifter is broken, and the drive shaft needs a rebuild. I'm tackling the final steps in maintenance before getting into the really fun stuff. The Tacoma still gets some goodies today.
Alright guys, I'm doing the clutch. Not really filming most of this because it's just a lot of boring work, but let me show you something. Here's a throwout bearing. Completely shot. These are notorious for being a problem on these trucks. They chatter and they squeal and make horrible noise. You can see they slide directly on the aluminum quill there. And, oh yeah, it's worn down. So, common problem on these, let me show you the fix. This is from URD Racing, Underdog Racing Development. It's basically a stainless steel sleeve that goes over the quill and an oversized throwout bearing. That's really all that it is. It has some grease, a label, you just slide that on, and it fixes it. Yeah, that is so worn down, that is so bad. Yeah. Alright, gonna put a little bit of blue Loctite on these. You do not want these loosening up on you. If they were larger fasteners, I would use red Loctite. Okay. I need to slide this on here. It's kind of hard to go on. This is really fragile aluminum. You do not want to hammer on that. Alright, I got some ultrafine sandpaper here. Mostly I just want it take any high points off that so it slides on better. That's going. Now, these set screws are going into aluminum, which is pretty soft. Just regular cast aluminum, so you don't need these to be super tight. Really, it doesn't take a whole lot for it to hold. All right, there we go. Oh, that's a lot of clutch dust. Oh, this could have gone a little longer. Okay, maybe not. All right, this shifter is broken. Now, this is first, that's reverse, and I'm pushing down to make it actually go into gear. Let me show you what happens when I try to put it in reverse normally. See, that's not normal. It shouldn't go that far over. So, there is a rubber bushing in the middle of this shaft, and it is completely broken. I need to pull this out, and what I'm going to do, actually just cut it off and weld it into one piece. It's like stuck in there. Oh, that's gross. I need to clean that. Normally what breaks is a little rubber bushing right in here, but that's actually intact. Mostly. What's broken is actually this here. I think like it's missing a circlip. That's the problem. Okay, totally broken spring. So I actually need to order a new one. Ooh, pretty.
Ooh, look at that. Let me show you this. Ooh, don't fall in deeper, man. Come on. It's really kind of in there. I'm gonna shift that to get to it. There we go. This little thing here is supposed to go on top of that. That fell off completely. I wonder this thing was so sloppy. Clean that up a little bit. Put some grease on here. $15 foot-pounds. There's another 15. There we go. The leather looks absolutely hideous, but it'll work. Ooh, which shift ball do I use? I'm torn. Oh, they're different threads. I don't really have a choice. B&M shift ball it is. Cool. Should do it. Wow, that was a really short shifter throw. Wear safety glasses for this. These things do shoot off, and they have hit me in the face before. Probably want to use a junk socket for this. This is out of my scrap bin, and that thing is not going to survive this. There we go. One thing you want to keep in mind, this drive shaft is balanced as a unit. Do not flip it around. You need to mark which side goes where. So, that yoke ear goes on this side. And then something else you want to do. Make sure this goes back on in the same orientation, so I'm going to mark this here too. Mark this as well. Okay, so this yoke does not want to come off. I'm soaking that in Croil, some penetrating oil. Got on my bench vise here. I can't really get a good grip on it with a puller. What you can do is you can cut off these center bearings with an angle grinder, and that gives you something to grab onto with a like a 2-jaw puller. What I'm going to do is let this soak overnight, and I should be able to tap it off with a hammer in the morning though. And what I'm going to do in the meantime is replace the other 2 U-joints. Be sure to remember the orientation on this. Do not flip it around like that.
The U-joints came with, I think 4 different sizes, 4 different thicknesses of these retaining clips. So I'm going to measure the ones that are already on here, the calipers, and then try to use that same size. Alright, that is about 0.06. That's exactly 0.06, okay. Cool. Now it should just pop right in. If it doesn't, back it off and make sure it's aligned properly. Tap that in with your nicely mangled up socket that you hopefully got at a thrift store like this one. Cool. Woohoo! That took some work. Cool. Okay. What's funny is the bearings in here are actually still good. Feels like it is a rubber bushing part that was shot. Oh, I got a hole in my glove. That stings. This is the automotive cut finder. I'm going to put a little anti-seize on this to avoid a repeat of this being so hard to take off. Just a little bit. Alright, bearing goes on. I remembered the orientation as the short side going to the short side. The long side of the drive shaft went towards the long side of that. So, that goes on like that. You don't want to hammer on these too hard. You could bend them and then it's ruined. So I'm going to put the nut on here. I'm going to start using that to very gently coerce this on. It's not a horrible idea to lube the threads on this. If it gets real hard to screw on, I will. That could have been worse. A little bit of Loctite. Technically, you're not supposed to use a vise for this, and I do have an arbor press I could use, but this is honestly just so much easier. And it's really not enough force to damage a quality vise like this, so. There we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is now fully rebuilt. This should be good to go in now, and if you liked that, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and check out my other videos. I am fully restoring this truck here and turning this into an ultimate overlander. So, stay tuned.